Howdy, soldiers. It is time for the Model Who's Read's quarterly thrift haul. But it's a lazy Sunday, it's nice and cool outside today, and I just wanted to do like a cozy, chill video, hanging out on my couch, showing off some stuff that I bought at a discounted rate. And I don't know what was in the air the other day when I went to Value Village, but I managed to get a proper haul of stuff. I don't need to go to a gym. I work out, I thrift. Of course, I went in for fall clothing items and came out with like 2 fall clothing items and then a bunch of summertime things and some random accessories and a couple of bags and some books and some weird picture frames, because it's like, is it really a Model Who's Read thrift haul if there isn't at least one slightly haunted household item? So without further ado, grab a drink, grab a snack, and buckle in as we go over 2 very successful thrift hauls of mine, perfect for fall spooky season. And I'm also realizing now that I look at all this stuff, I didn't buy a single color. What can I say? I'm at least consistent and on brand. First thing I'll show off is just a small accessory, and I just wanted a silver chain necklace. So I found and bought a silver chain necklace for, I think, $2.99. It's just a chain. I don't think you need any close-up shots or whatever, but I think I am gonna put it on today, because why the hell not? Layering's in. Yeah, that's fine, I think. With the bun and the plaid, it's giving a little frat boy energy, but whatever. We all have to embrace our inner frat boy every once in a while. Let's do books next, shall we? I haven't done a good secondhand book haul in so long, and this felt so good to put so many of these in my cart. If you follow me on TikTok, you might have already seen these because I'm incapable of keeping anything a secret. First up, I found Crier's War by Nita Varela, which is something that I did read when it first came out. And then I don't know what happened to my copy. Maybe I got rid of it, maybe I lent it to a friend, but for whatever reason, I don't have it anymore, and to get this for like $4, peak. Oh yeah, by the way, YA sci-fi with automatons and girls falling in love. Second up, I found a copy of The Midnight Bargain by C.L. Polk, which I've heard mixed things about, and it seems like something that I would like. So fingers crossed that this book that's like a romantic fantasy, steampunk, magic book is something that I will actually enjoy. And then I also found a fantasy book that I'm so freaking excited about. I've wanted to read this for so long, and for whatever reason just never picked it up, and then I saw it on the shelf, and it was Destiny, it was Fate, it was Jade City by Fonda Lee. Political family drama with magically enhanced warrior nations. Do I need to say any more? And then the one that I'm so excited I found this at a thrift store. I screeched out loud and immediately ran over to my friend to show her this. Just looking at it makes me laugh. I found a copy of Priest by Sierra Simone. Man, part of me does feel bad that I didn't leave this there for some poor unsuspecting Christian housewife to stumble across, but you know what? Maybe it's for the best that I own it instead. This book could take down an institution. Yeah, this is priest smut. I have read it before, but I never owned it, so now I do. And as a non-religious person, I don't know what this says about me for me to have this in my house, but I'm not gonna look too close into that. Shall we do picture frames next? I don't know why I'm so excited about owning weird picture frames, but I am the eccentric witch that lives at the end of the hall in my apartment building, and I have a reputation to upkeep. I got like a whole lot. The first 2 are a pair, which makes the part of my brain that loves symmetry very happy, and that is these 2. One gold, one black, rectangular frames that have a bit of like a scroll work detail on them, and these are gonna be perfect for what? I don't know. Probably bones. Or maybe some little art, like I have a lot of postcards I like to frame, so just got the twins. Actually, speaking of twins, I also found this one, which is like it folds out. It's like a little book frame, and yet again, I don't know what I'm gonna put in here, but I thought it was so tiny and cute, and it's quite hard to find little frames like this. So I like to, like frame curiosities or like make little art projects out of these. I also found a classic, a green and gold frame. I own a lot of green and gold frames, so why would I pass on this? And lastly, this one is a little battered up, but I just thought it was so cute. It's this little gold round frame with a lot of decoration on the front. This is like broken off, but we'll turn it into a project. We'll do something with it. I'm sure it'll be fun and cool and fine. I wish to decorate my house like an eccentric Victorian witch. Alas, I do live in an apartment complex with strata laws, so there's only so much I can do. But I can, in fact, put up a fuck ton of things on my walls. As you can see, love a gallery wall. At this point, the majority of my house is a gallery wall. The last non-clothing item I have is something that I will turn into clothing, and that is, I found some beautiful fabric. I think this is a curtain, but it is this beautiful gold and green fabric, and there is so much of it. It's such a great weight to it. I think this is gonna make a really beautiful dress. Oh, we still got the tag on. All right, well, you can see I paid $9.99, but I had a 30% discount. Because see, when you want to sew stuff and you go to the fabric land and like a yard of fabric is like $16.99, I think that's ridiculous. Go to the thrift store, buy some curtains, wear some bed sheets. It's all just fabric, baby, and it means that you can find really cool stuff like this. So I'm debating turning this into some kind of ball gown that I will never wear, but who cares? I also managed to find 4 bags in the last little while, which I don't usually buy purses, like I've never been a purse girl, but yet I still found some really awesome things. The first of which being just this little black leather number right here. Just a little black crossbody with some silver detailing. This has become my everyday bag just to throw my phone and my keys and wallet in and, you know, get out on the town. And then I also wanted a little fancy bag for when I go out clubbing because I, for some reason, have turned into a party girl in my late 20s, which was a bad idea, but I'm already here. And you know what? I'm having a great time, but I did need a little purse to have an even better time. Like walking into a club with a backpack on is one thing, but then finding out there's no coat check, like homophobic. But I ended up finding this really beautiful little black beaded crossbody bag. Ooh, look at that texture, all those beads. Then it has a little beaded tassel, but it's just the perfect little size for, you know, phone, keys, wallet, lip gloss, the essentials. And then I don't have to worry about shoving my phone in my bra on the dance floor. This next little bag is something that is for my friend. So I don't think my friend Jay watches my YouTube videos, but if you do, I need you to skip ahead like a minute and a half. Why did that sound so threatening? I got this absolutely gorgeous little purple embroidered bag with a little fringy fringe at the bottom, and it was so pretty, but it's not something that goes with my particular style. However, the friend that I'm talking about does have this kind of like 70s revival thing going on. I think she'll absolutely love this. Velvet on the back, and then this beautiful purple floral embroidery. And to think that I got this for $3.99, girl. And the last bag is so stupid, and I love it so much. I managed to find an amazing tote bag that is a couch print bookshelf tote bag. A vintage bookshelf tote bag! Can you think of anything more perfect? She's in great condition. She has like multiple pockets on the inside, and she's like really thick, sturdy fabric. I think this might be upholstery fabric, so like she's hefty. She's ready to carry all the books that I will inevitably be carrying in her. Wow, I really entered my grandma era carrying this Velcro snap embroidery fabric bookshelf bag and calling it exciting. Onto some clothing. So I did end up finding 2 sweaters and a cardigan, and those might be the most fall items that I have, but hey, you know what? Transitional pieces. Right? The first sweater I bought is me being a hypocrite because I've said this before and I will say it again. I didn't like crop tops literally until this year. I always looked at them and I was like, that's stupid. If I'm gonna buy a shirt, I want to buy a whole shirt. And then I started wearing them and I'm like, oh shit, these actually look really good and they're really cute. So I bought another stupid item of clothing that I said I would never buy, and that is I bought a cropped sweater. What, pray tell, is the point of a fluffy cropped sweater? If I'm wearing a sweater, it's because I want to be warm. I don't understand, yet for some reason I now own one. This little brown number with buttons down the front and a little standing collar and long sleeves was just so precious and preppy. When I tried it on, I felt like so cool girl. And now that I'm 28, I'm trying to cling to any fleeting moments of youth that I possibly can. All of you may laugh at me in the comments, but it does not change the fact that this looks adorable. I also bought a cardigan, which I think is a knockoff of another cardigan that I used to own, and that is this cream sweater right here. This particular type of sleeve and this particular like cinched bottom is very reminiscent of the Aritzia sweaters that I always wanted but were like $80, and I could not in good conscience or good faith or good bank account standing make that purchase. Girl, you want me to cover my arms for $80 in this economy? So I found this cute little grandma knockoff one and I paid $11.99 for it. I'm not mad. The brand of this is Reigning Queen. Yes, bitch, work. It's giving country club slay, it's giving private school realness, and I can't wait to trick everyone to thinking that I'm in the bourgeoisie. The third sweater is something my friend found for me, and I can't wait to put this on my body because it's been something that I've been looking for a really long time, and that is an adorable cable knit quarter zip. The pull tab has a little, like, crystal diamond on it. I will probably end up taking that off, but it did make me laugh. But it's so soft and cozy, and if you were here right now, you would just want to give me a hug. And you know what? I would let you. You deserve to know what this fabric feels like. It does look a little bit fisherman core, herding your sheep through the wilds of Ireland core, looking pensively out the window of the Nova Scotia lighthouse, knowing that you are the only person that stands between ships and ultimate destruction on the rocks core. My lighthouse keeper fantasies aside, I think this will fit in really nicely with my fall academia wardrobe. Oh hey, look, I have the full, I was gonna say the full rainbow. Oh no, the full rainbow of neutrals. It's like coffee with different amounts of cream put in them. Another thing that I've been looking for a little while is a vintage graphic t-shirt that's not $42 at a vintage shop. And though I did see some absolute gems at the thrift store yesterday, including this one, which I almost bought, but thankfully did not. Another thing my friend found for me is this awesome vintage Vancouver shirt with a hummingbird logo in the center. Oh my god, what is white balance? I'm so sorry, I'm too pale for this. People make fun of redheads being pale, but I'm past the uncooked chicken phase. I'm the kind of pale that if you want to take a Polaroid picture with me, I have to be in the back, because if I'm at the front, I will blow out the photo. But it's such a beautiful logo on the front. I don't think this is, like, branded for anything. I'm assuming this is just, like, a plain, like, tourist trap t-shirt or something from Fruit of the Loom, very 90s. Probably will crop it a little bit, because it is very long, but the degree of crop is still under consideration. But it's cute, and it's vintage, and it matches my hummingbird tattoo, and I can represent Vancouver wherever I go. It's just a big comfy shirt that I think will go very nicely with all of my trousers and all of my greens and browns and also blacks and greens. Get you a shirt that does it all. Oh no, I have more white items. Okay, I'm so sorry about the color balance in this video. I got two almost identical white button-down shirts because I'm addicted and I can't stop. The first of which is very wrinkly. This one's more of a summer shirt because of the weight and the fabric, but it's this lovely drapey white linen button-down. This button, though, has gotta go. It is too dark for the rest of the shirt, but that's a quick thrift flip that I can do whenever I want to. Maybe it was a bad idea to skip that second coffee this afternoon. Boy, who doesn't love a nice big billowy white shirt, right? You can bring it from pirate to poet to Shakespeare to Martha Stewart to whatever you want. Most of you know me as part of the little top big pants gang, but every once in a while, especially in summer, I do love a giant blouse to tuck into shorts. And I think this will be the perfect addition to my summer wardrobe now that it is fall. Another lovely white shirt that I found is this one from Calvin Klein. And honestly, Calvin Klein, come through. Like, this shirt fits me so nicely. I already own an oversized white button down, but mine's getting a bit dingy, so I wanted to find a new one, and this one fits me exactly how I want it to. This is also a large size, but a slim fit, so it has an interesting drape to it that I quite like on me. Now, I'm not big on brand names, I don't really care, and I find a lot of the time, like, the quality is not reflective of the price. However, this shirt, I'm like, oh my god, luxury. This really helps feed into my young, hot, eccentric Harvard professor aesthetic that I turn into come fall, so all of you are welcome. Another technically summer item. There's something, I have been looking for a long time that is not appropriate for fall whatsoever, and that is this black v-neck bodysuit. Oh my god, white balance? Hello? I love a bodysuit. I really do. But I have a long torso and an ass that won't quit, which makes it hard to find things that will fit me proportionally. But apparently this secondhand one from Forever 21 is coming in clutch, because I think that this looked really good. So like sleek and ready to, I don't know, jump in a pool or like steal your girlfriend. Something about putting on a tight bodysuit just makes you feel real aerodynamic. But I could also put it under like a pair of trousers and wear it to work. Versatile. Another piece of summer clothing that I can totally make work for fall, you guys. That is yet another button down in an unsurprising color, and it's this black cotton button down that feels like I'm wearing a cloud. This feels like something that you would find in a resort where there's no price tags on anything, because if you have to ask, you can't afford it. Yet somehow this is from Shein, so your girl played the game and won. Yet again, big sleeves for your goth pirate needs. Soft and cozy, good for layering. I don't know what else I can say about this black shirt, but I like it a lot, and it was a reasonable price, so we love that. Thrifting queen. Oh, a third act twist. The twist is I went thrifting again. It's a good thing I'm not an author. All of you would have seen that plot line coming. As is what usually happens, is I went thrifting in between filming this video and posting this video, and I found something so great that it cannot wait for the next thrift haul. I must share it with the internet now. Well, actually, first thing was that I found another picture frame, which, where did I even put it? So I found this, which I think is fun and cute. Got some nice gold accents on a red frame. Oh yeah, I actually redecorated a little since I last filmed that video, so there's a couple of new things up there. But the thing that cannot wait, the thing I must show off, is a dress. And it might be one of the most beautiful things I've ever thrifted. I found a black and rose print floral ruffled floor-length gown by the brand Erin Featherston, which I found out is sold at Anthropologie. I found out that her dresses go for like $500, and I got this for $35. And that is why I don't do drugs, because that is the only high that I need. But it's so long! I managed to find the only piece of clothing with an acceptable peplum left on this earth, and it's this dress. There's like an extra ruffle, so it's kind of like an empire waist, but then also there's these mesh panels on the sides, and the ruffle ends at the waist, so it's this really interesting, like, cut-in silhouette. Somebody had better get on it and bring me to a spring court ball. I'm just saying. Last item? This is my last item! Looking at this black blob of fabric, you might be like, wow, Rachel, that is literally the most boring and predictable thing that you could have ever bought. Because I bought a black dress. But it is also my wild card because, gasp, shock, horror, it has ruffles on it. I don't know if I can trust myself. It's so out of my comfort zone. It's just so different. What is this called? Like the I don't know, dot fabric wrap dress that has a ruffle over the bust and a ruffle at the hem. And it's one of the first wrap dresses that I've ever found that fits me, again, proportionally. It is incredibly lightweight, but I do feel like I could probably wear like a turtleneck and some tights and some boots, and then, well, bam, it's fall. It's sweet and swooshy and gives very goth milkmaid vibes. When you have to milk the cows at 7:30, but you have a party at 8 kind of energy. I tend not to wear traditionally feminine items of clothing. A lot of slacks and button downs and more like skin tight, minimalist, slightly androgynous fashion, so I think something like this is like just enough out of my comfort zone to like try something with a ruffle, and who knows, maybe I'll like it. I mean, I ended up liking girls, so baby steps, baby steps. And that is that on that. Hooray! We did another thrift haul in the mid-afternoon before the sun went down. I swear to God, it sunsets at like 5 p.m. nowadays, and it's already dark in my apartment. This is adulthood. Thrifting practical items, trying to stay on budget, collecting weird household objects, and complaining about daylight savings time. I only brought home things that I actually have a use for, that I was actually looking for. There were some unhinged items that I left behind, and I think we all should be grateful for that. Please leave down below if you yourself have had any good thrifting luck lately, or if there's a certain type of thrift store that you prefer to go to. I'm personally a Value Village girly, but I am willing to be swayed. If you have a good online thrift store that you really like, or maybe some tips on how to style ruffles. I'm still looking for some fall staples, and so I went to the mall the other day, and like, why is everything in H&M $70? Like, what? How? Why? So I think in the next little while I'm gonna have to go thrifting again to go and try and find some more basics that I was actually looking for, but that's just the luck of the draw when you go thrifting. You never know what you're gonna find. Sometimes you find nice designer shirts and sometimes you find priest kink, and that's just the magic of thrifting, baby. You know where to click to like the video. You know where to click to subscribe. I hope you guys are all having a nice day wherever you are, and I will see you all next week. Bye!